we've had our rest. So, let's see. So, as we've decided on a forced march, we did decide yes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So, we need to, before we get to the cave entrance, it's going to be at least another night and most of the next day. So, if we're forced marching, let's assume, hold on, where are we? I don't know, let's say it took us 6 hours to get in. Yeah? So,
didn't you say, like, how far away are we?
I wasn't looking at the details. I don't think it told us how long it would take us. It's just I can't remember where it is.
Didn't you say we were 3 hours out?
I'm sure it says 2 days there and 2 days out. I'm sure of that.
Oh.
But we're not there yet. We've only been travelling for a day.
What are you doing,
So,
Chester?
assuming we've been travelling for a day, if we're going to forced march, so only to stop and set up camp. So we should set up camp now and forced march all day, or do you want to just leave early or something, or?
Yeah, we'll leave early.
Alright, so if we set up camp now, so I guess
Away from the hippogriff.
away from the hippogriff, of course. Well, we can force march for 8 hours into the night.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And then camp very far.
so do you want to
away.
force march more than 8 hours?
Does anyone need to? No, the bard needs to rest to reset stuff, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they haven't used any spells. They've used a single spell.
Haven't they done their bardic crap?
She gets 14 a day and she's used 2.
Oh. I don't care.
So we can just keep going all through the night.
Whatever's not going to get me fatigued.
That means we march for 8 hours and rest.
Okay.
Because anything more than that. But we're 3 hours behind. So I say we march for 11 hours to catch up and then rest.
Alright.
Okay? So, assuming we do that, so we need to roll for... Okay, so, first hour, roll for forced march. And it's
What is
going
your
to be...
constitution?
Hold on, I've got to double check, it's page 171. I just remembered it was +2, that was all I memorised. So, yep, cool. So, DC 10 for constitution check. I made it.
Yep. 18.
Yep, all good. Now, that's, so, sorry. What'd you?
19.
I got 11. Oh yeah, I just easily make it. So, yep, so next one is going to be 14 for the second hour. Yep, I made it. 18.
Fuck, I didn't.
Right, so now that you did not make it, you are now fatigued. And you take this much non-lethal. Take 4 non-lethal. Yep, you are fatigued. Guess you need a fatigued card, huh? She's just not a marching type. Oh, perfect. But you can still kick force march by that. The only downside to that is if you take that damage again, you become exhausted.
Oh no!
So, third roll for the third hour, running one more out of this to go. So, now it's a 60. I made it. Yep, we're all good. Alright, now we can stop and rest. So, assuming it was dusk, we marched for 8 hours. It's 12 hours till sun up. So we have to, if we rest, God, if we force march for 11 hours, that's so long. 11 hours, it's 1 hour till sun up.
God damn it. And we gotta rest for 8 hours.
If we rest for 8 hours, that's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2 o'clock. We need to be... Yeah, we can get there because we could rest of the night. We only do 2 days journey. We've just done most of that journey. So I say 5 hours walk next day. So we rest for 8 hours.
Yep.
So set up camp, rest for 8 hours. And so heal... What's the heal check for resting, by the way? I'm pretty sure it's just your constitution modifier is what you heal.
You
Because
only
there
heal,
are rules for it.
I think it's like 1, unless you've had heal applied to you, and then you heal like what and more.
Well, the bard will cast her Cure Light Wounds on you. Before she rests, of course. She heals you for 9. Are you fully healed?
Yep.
And how about Kaz?
Kaz has a deficit of 21 health.
She gets, so 5, 6, 7, another, so 9 on Kaz.
Yep.
Another 8 on Kaz. Or does he
Alright.
still need healing?
That puts him at -4, that should be fine.
He's fully healed. Now we rest for 8 hours. Now she gets all spells back. because she only had 4 heals.
Okay.
And so we pack up camp, set up camp, and so do you want to take off a night's worth of firewood?
Awesome. Hanging beds.
I just found a moist, not very moist spot, less moist spot, and put my canvas over the top. So I'm assuming so we burnt the firewood, which you are so conveniently carrying.
Yep.
Because it was freaking torrential rain. And now let's walk for 5 hours. And if we force march...
Oh, I better take off some rations. I'm going to take off 2 rations.
That's a really good idea, actually. Thank you for
one
that.
as well.
Taking off rations. So I'll take off 2 days worth, just to make sure it's all done. What's my pencil? Can I borrow your pencil? Okay. I'll have to find it again myself. We do combat. So, if we force march, thank you, force march for 5 hours, we'll not have to take any fatigue checks, and we will get there.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, we're there. That was fun. So tiring! Alright. Now, the dense forest opens up to a wide clearing at the base of a sheer cliff. Cool. Thick vines cover the surface of the cliff, stretching 30 feet overhead. Here, the cave entrance is behind those vines, Janira says with a broad smile as she walks to the cliff's face. She pulls back several layers of vegetation to reveal a narrow crack in the cliff surface. This is where I saw the guildmen enter. As she motions towards the aperture, the surrounding woods come alive with the sound of small animals fleeing from some unseen danger.
Wow,
and
she's so stupid.
And a large creature comes crashing through the undergrowth. So, the cave is here, so essentially...
What's caution?
No.
I'm going to make a stealth check.
Hold on. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all these animals. So that's all with the knees for the animals. So, I'll just draw this in a small square because this is not necessary. This is just for descriptive purposes. So we've got a huge cave here.
Yep.
And this is the entrance. And this is the brush we just came out of. She's all like, oh, how'd you get over here? So, where are we? I'll be like there. And those guys.
I don't know. I would be... So only a fool comes out of cover and then rushes across open space to be like, yeah, start shouting about a cave. I really feel I should still be in here.
Alright.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or is that metagaming?
That's fine. Metagame when you want.
It's not really, because it doesn't make sense. You know how much I dislike rushing into situations.
So, the only problem...
Cough, cough, justice.
The only problem with that is, can I get a lunch base, please? The bear will do. The bears are good.
The bear?
The bear is a perfect minotaur. Not really, but close enough.
Alright, bear, good. Shock!
So the bear comes from here. He didn't come out of the cave like you thought. So,
No, I thought he was going to come off from like here somewhere.
so he comes out directly from behind you because he's been tracking us.
Oh.
Well, tracking something that is in this area, just not us. So,
Stealth check.
oh,
I'm in cover.
the halfling worriedly remarks, "Quick, take cover before whatever it is spots us." As if she'd summoned the creature with her words, a massive horn monstrosity emerges from the trees, standing 8 feet tall on a pair of cloven hooves and wielding a tremendous axe. The bull-headed creature roars with unbridled anger when it spots the group. Wisely assessing that the Minotaur is beyond her charge capabilities, Janira screams, "A Minotaur! There's a little chance we can stand against it. Take this bag," she continues, throwing off her backpack and throwing it towards the group. So, I will assume she comes from over here, so she's out of charge range. So, there we go. She says, pulling off her backpack and throwing it towards the group.
Huh?
The sack.
A sack.
We need the sack.
Yes! Finally, a use for the sack mini. Where is it? Oh my god, don't tell me I fucking lost it. No, there it is.
Thank you. So she throws the sack. That's there. Sorry, her bag. And head deeper into the caves. Finish your mission. I'll lead it away from the caves. Lose it in the forest and join you as soon as I can. Now go, go, go!
I'm confident I can kill it.
She heaves her backpack into the cave. Into the cave.
I thought you just said she hurled it at us.
I made that bit up. She casts a spell and then darts off towards the Minotaur to lure it away. So she rips out a wand and she shoots magic missiles at it. And she's like, go, 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 go! And we're all like,
I'm confident I could take that Minotaur.
oh,
Ridiculously confident that I could take that Minotaur.
I made that too wide.
Have you got stats for it?
Yes, I have stats for it.
What CR?
Part of the adventure, damn it.
I know. Well, clearly we're not going to fight it. It's not here anymore.
Clearly we can't take it. She knows these things.
But what was it CR? I'm confident I could have.
I'll tell you. You mentioned. Alright, so can you do a survival check, please? And I will as well.
What, survival is wisdom?
Yep, wisdom. I failed it.
I got 11.
You failed it as well. Yeah. So, what are we going to do?
And shit.
Yeah, but I never needed to survive in the wilderness before.
You're a planet. You're supposed to survive in the wilderness.
So, what are we going to do? We're actually going to go into the cave?
And how dark is it? Oh, it's over outside. It's going to be dark. Shit, I'm going to take out the sun rod. And crack it.
It is...
Stick it in my belt.
Yep.
I'm going to take out my rapier and I'm going to stick it where my rapier was.
Okay, cool.
So now, 30 feet from me,
Yep.
glows.
Awesome.
Like it's a light.
Alright,
Yeah.
so...
And I'm holding my rapier. Oh yeah, we should probably pick up the backpack.
Page 20, engineering... Okay, cool. So, as we run in, as we turn back to see what's happening, we see her dart into the forest and the thing's like roar, roar, and brushing off the thick underbrush with its massive axe, and it slows down with Janira's just all nimbly darting through it. And she's like, hey, you big stinky motherfucker! Oh! And she leads it off.
Confident I can
And she
kill
leads
it.
it off.
Because it's not a swarm, and it's not immune to my damage.
She's so heroic!
She's so foolish.
The cacophony...
If that's what you were talking about, like her winning Desarei over, no.
The cacophony of the chase fades as the
Just made
sound
it
of the
worse.
forest slowly returns to normal. Okay, cool. Yep. Oh, good. We're on to a map. So most of these tunnels are between 3 and 7 foot wide. The caves are damp, obviously. So, in the background of these caves, you can hear water just dripping in the background of stalactites. And the background of rushing of underground streams. It's very eerie. And we do not need light because there's plenty of blue-green luminescent fungi that provide dim light.
I did not crack that sunrod.
Yes, you did. I heard.
No. If I had seen, I would have seen it as I walked in, and I would not have cracked the
Your
sunrod.
eyes were adjusting. You're like, oh, it's so dark in here.
Oh, whatever. I don't care. It's only like 2 gold.
There are petroglyphs, most depicting animal or spiral shapes along the walls. They become increasingly frequent. Ooh, and the fungi is growing all through these carvings. Alright, now we can finally enter.
I want to look at him. I can pick up a backpack.
You picked up backpack?
Yes.
Smart girl. I'm glad someone did.
I said that before, like we should pick up a backpack.
Okay, you have picked up her backpack. Now you have all of her gear.
What's in it?
Lots.
Lots.
She has...
Keep in mind, none of us are spellcasters.
In her bag is a potion of bark skin, a potion of cure light wounds, a potion of feather step, potion of vanish, a scroll of entangle, scroll of gust of wind, scroll of identify, scroll of mage armor, scroll of obscuring mist, wand of burning hands, wand of cure light wounds, acid, alchemy. Oh no, there's no more alchemist fire or acid. Holy water, smoke stick, 2
When did
tanglefoot
she
bags.
use the acid?
She threw it at the
No,
thing.
she
Remember?
didn't.
She missed.
The acid. Did she only have one vial of that?
Yeah, she had 1 vial of acid and 2 alchemist vials, so she's still got 1 alchemist vial left. Smokestick, Tanglefoot bags, Thunderstone, and she has... Oh, that's on her. She'll have all that on her, never mind. That's everything she has.
Just keep that handy because I'm not ready to go.
So, that's what it's... As you go... So, as you just pass just beyond the entrance, the narrow tunnel twists and turns for several hundred feet before slowly opening to a wider passage. Wider passage. A large hole spans the cave's width and stretches 10 feet down the path. At the bottom of the pit lies a small bundle of cloth. What would you like to do? What would we like to do?
Sam, I think you should go investigate that bundle of cloth.
Mm-hmm. This is a black woman's now. Survival. Survival.
Me?
Both of us.
I'm not investigating the cloth. 4.
I got 14. So, the hole in the ground is definitely artificial. Sam.
There's a hole in the ground?
Narrow tunnel twist. A large hole spans the whole cave's width and stretches 10 feet down the path. So, further in, there's a 10-foot hole, 10 foot that way, and spans the whole width of the cave. We have to go over this hole to get through. At the bottom of this pit, there's a cloth. Yep. So, and Sam is able to tell that it is a man-made pit.
So it's only 10 feet across.
It's 10 feet across.
I could easily make that in a jump.
Oh, I was one off being able to... Right, so, yep. Ooh! Alright. So, we can clearly see, because of your sunrod, that down in the pit, there's exposed spikes.
Oh. Okay.
So, Sam says, would you lower me down? Because really, you can hold him. You can hold his weight quite easily.
Okay.
And he's the most likely to get out of there alive, with the walls, for the climb. So, yep, you can lower him down?
Yep. I get my rope, I'll tie it around him and I'll lower him down.
Yep, all good. So,
Don't just throw him
this
in.
pit is 10 feet deep. Yep. Oh, fuckers. Oh. Cool, okay, so you lower me down gently.
Yep.
And on a 1, you'll accidentally lower me onto a spike. Because we can clearly see what we're doing. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so I go over and I grab the cloth. And I'm like, it's a cloak. It's a medium-sized cloak. I'm like, yep. What is
Does it
it?
look fancy? Does it look fat? I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling at Cave. That's rule 1 of what not to do.
Where's Justice? He's just like, I don't know, I think it's a cloak for you giant folk.
Bring it over. I might be able to sell it.
Well, I've got it. Pull me up.
Alright, I yank him up.
Okay, cool. So you link him up, and it's just a cloak, as far as you can tell. So,
I'm not thinking about that anyway.
alright.
Because I don't have to check magic. It might be enchanted.
It might be, but neither do I. Alright, so, now how do we get across this?
So, running jump, it's what you roll is how far you go, yeah?
As long as you take a running leap, yep.
Yep. So, if I have an 11 to my acrobatics, I automatically clear that hole.
And Kaz can walk across. You can go. And Sam requests, can you throw him across? He's like, really, he doesn't weigh that much. He weighs...
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't
I'll throw him.
So it's a 10 foot, so I'll just make it the same as a running leap. So whatever you roll is how far you throw him. Please roll more than a 10. Please roll more than a 10.
And do I add my dex to it?
Your dex, add your strength to it, because we're going for distance.
I've only got 1. I've only got a 1 strength.
Fingers crossed.
You sure he doesn't want to just climb down and climb up the other side?
He could, but this dude...
Alright, I'll throw him. If you want to risk his
Are you
life.
going to suggest that? If you can suggest that in character if you want. Or do you think it's more fun to throw him?
It's more fun
Okay,
to
throw him, come on. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
10 exactly.
So he lands with a thud on the other side, and I'll have him take 4 non-lethal damage. With a thud on the other side, so non-lethal. So 4 non-lethal, cool.
I was going to assume that Kaz is smudging.
Yeah.
He'll make his way across half range jump. So I automatically make it with a running jump because I have acrobatics 11.
Oh, okay, I see, yep.
I'm going to see how far further I go. 29. Just sail across.
So
I go way past Sam and I land gracefully.
this is the spike pit. So you go 5, 10, how much?
29.
you
So
go
almost 30.
Here. Sam's just like, well, you're nimble. I feel like Sam could have made that, I suppose. What did he do wrong, John?
I don't know.
It's cool that he gets
What's
thrown.
his acrobatics?
10.
He could have made it. He just wanted to get thrown.
Oh, he wanted to get thrown, yeah, that's what he did. Alright, cool. So they're across this spiked pit. Now, we are now in area B2, for which we do have a map.
Yeah. Should I remove stuff off while you draw it up?
Oh, well, yes, that would be great. Okay, so these tunnels continue on, leading deeper and deeper beneath Kortos Mounts until they eventually open into a large cavern. What must have once been a beautifully carved relics and inscriptions have since weathered very heavily. Their features dulled and softened to the point that it is hard to distinguish what they once depicted. A wide tunnel exits into a cavern on the far side, and a blue blurring torches line the passageway walls. So the torches start here.
Okay.
And there's like a crossing to the next map, essentially. So that's where the torches start. So,
As they enter, and she sees the torches, Desarei just whispers to Sam in case she doesn't know what's in the cave. Were we supposed to just watch the gillmen, or were we supposed to kill them? Am I allowed to kill them?
it's like, I think we were supposed to discover why they were here.
Does that involve? I'm just gonna kill them.
You should try talking to them first.
I'll kill them and then.
What if they're not hostile?
And then investigate what they're doing.
But what if they don't have any documentation on them? They're Gilman. What kind of documentation could they possibly have on them? They'll survive in water.
Why the hell would people have documentation on what they're doing?
Let's just be sneaky. See what we can see. See what we can see. If they're hostile, you can slash and hack all you want.
Fine.
And besides, we have to take recordings of everything in this cave because it could all be important. You know what she said, writing everything down? She's not.
Desarei takes a 5-minute break to pull out the paper and the writing implements and write down about the pit. So, about the halfling running off with a minotaur that she probably attracted to them. And leaving them. And then the cloak she found at the bottom of the pit and how she gracefully sailed over it. And then describes what she could see from her vantage point of the cave.
Okay, so don't forget to. So while you're doing that, Sam will run around taking sketchings of all of the cave hieroglyphs, or whatever you want to call them. Or all the different ones he can see anyway. And he quickly runs out of paper and he's like, I can't record all of these.
Draw them smaller.
Oh, I could draw them smaller! So he starts to draw them smaller.
He's like, oh, he's running out of paper. Why don't you draw them smaller? Duh.
So yes, he's taking down on the other side of the sketchings. So he has a lot of sketchings, but on the other side of the paper he's taking notes and he's writing little things that he's got. But you don't understand the language that he's writing in.
Duh. Actually, I know Common, Draconic, and Infernal.
This language you do not know.
Damn.
He's not even thinking that he's writing in it, because if he was thinking he wouldn't be writing in it. He just writes much faster in this than he does in Common.
I thought you meant the higher level.
Do you worship? Do you have
Seriously worship?
Do you have knowledge religion?
No.
Okay, nor do I. So we cannot determine.
I worship as Loldius.
Okay, so
worship.
Still decipher. Ooh, okay. Ooh. It's this one, and this one, and this one, and ooh, yeah, I'll give that to you. Alright, so you can tell that there there's like a whole series. There's 12 different carvings, but you can only still decipher. You can only 4 of them you can still make out.
Yep.
So do you have knowledge history?
No, I have knowledge dungeoneering and knowledge engineering.
We're fucked for this. We're missing so much. How about a linguistics check?
I have linguistics.
Also, so do I. Oh, I don't have linguistics.
I do.
Okay, roll linguistics.
I have 3 in linguistics. Because I was like, yeah, I want draconic command cascades.
It will take you 1d4 hours to have this linguistics check. So you want to do it. We're supposed to record everything we find.
How long? We're ahead of schedule, right?
We're on the schedule. We fell behind 3 hours and we had to march along the whole journey in that one night. And there was only like a short 5 hours left to get here.
Yeah.
So, we're not ahead of schedule. Is the answer. We're on schedule. Except for the middle. It could be 1 hour.
When did she tell us when the Sahawaga? Oh, when the moon's up, right? What was it like outside?
That's tonight. And it's midday, as far as we can tell.
I'll take 4 hours.
Yep. So 4 hours.
Okay.
So D-roll. After 4 hours
Did I take 20 during that 4 hours?
Yes.
23.
23. Oh god, you would have made it wrong. So there is an artist, a craftsman, a fisherman, and a thief. Which one would you like to study?
There is an artist, a craftsman, a fisherman, and a thief.
You get to study one of these in these 4 hours to decipher it.
Thief.
Alright, so. Let me just look at these passages. Oh, I get it. So, the image around going to him, section, appraisal, perception. Jesus. Okay, so you made the linguistics check on the PC can use appraise or perception of -2 penalty. I'll take the perception. No, I didn't make it. Do you understand Akon or Aslanti?
No. Common draconic or infernal.
Section. How many points did you? What did you get? 23.
Yep.
Maximum of 4 total sections. So you understand all 4 sections.
Okay.
And after 4 hours, you really, really should. They also identify the sections of the holy text depicted here. Known versions suggesting these are. So what you can tell, that there are 4 pictures, and each of them features a holy text, and each of the 4. So it's 4 of the 12 parables. So Aridin had 12 hopes for humanity. The ones that you can make out, there are 4 of those hopes.
Okay.
And you can decipher the text enough to understand that it is the artist, craftsman, the fisherman, and the thief, and they have religious texts pertaining to the texts that appear in the current known version of the history and the future of humanity, but these seem to be an earlier version of that, like predating known text.
Oh. I'm gonna jot that all down.
Based on parables. B3? We are not in B3. Oh, this is these whole caves. Cool.
If you turn around and be like, oh, you're not in the right spot to do that, it's like.
Okay, I see. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I see. Yep, which variables? One description of the image and a clue about its meaning. I just told you the whole fucking thing. So I'm supposed to give you a clue about it.
Oh, thanks.
Well done! Alright, so do a, let's see, wisdom, the intellect. So do an intellect check for me. And considering her past and how much she doesn't know about anything religious, I'll give it this. Roll away.
If it involves Aridin though, fairly. So she's lip service. You know the discussions we've had about Cheliacs and how they like still secretly worship Aridin while giving lip service to Asmodeus.
Roll the damn dice.
Alright. 14.
No, not enough. Wait, you got a -1 to int.
I have a -1 to int.
You can't possibly make this by 1.
Oh, is it 20? Okay.
So never mind. Alright, so all 8 of these torches, by the way, are ever-burning torches.
How big are they?
They're just normal torches.
I can't put them in my bag of holding. We're going to steal those. Whatever. I won't. I've got a sunrod sticking in my belt. What do I need a torch for?
So I have to change the map because apparently there was nothing interesting there and I didn't even have to draw it.
Can I do a praise on the
torches?
Sure. I don't know how much they're worth. Honestly, but I remember those candles being worth something from Malflesh Nichols' room. There was nothing else in that room.
No, not really. Just
No.
the details.
That's a 0.
Well done. Did you get a 2?
I got a 1, and I have a -1 to it.
So, as we go across, so I'm just going to flip this map around. We're now on the other side of the cave.
Okay.
So, as we've taken all that down, in the 4 hours, so the other side of the cave, we can see water over there. The soft light of the surrounding fungus mixes with the flickering glow of the nearby torches to reveal a grand chamber. A large pool of water along the chamber's southern edge reflects blue and green radiance to illuminate the massive stalactites that cling to the ceiling overhead. 2 other tunnels branch off from this area, leading to the east, and to the west. Rising up from the pool is a column of rock with steeply sloped sides and a flat top, as if someone had sawn off the top of a massive stalagmite. A miniature city carved from this same stone occupies nearly the entire surface of that stalagmite. Tiny trinkets such as ancient coins, polished semi-precious stones and ornately braided loops of string are scattered throughout the diorama, and pale cave frogs clamber atop it. The smooth cavern floor is covered in gravel and pebbles along the edge of the pool, and several foot-long centipedes prowl along the gravel in their search for prey.
Fucking centipedes.
They're only a foot long.
Where is the loot? that city with the loot on it?
Yeah.
In the water?
In water.
You've told me what's in there, yeah? There's just centipedes around here.
So there's rocks and stuff scattered around there. There's centipedes just all through the cave. There's natural life forms. And do a perception check.
And that's where the treasure is.
We can both see there's a creature kneeling
That's 22.
here. Yeah, you made it. He's not exactly difficult to see. He's dead in front of us. So it's a humanoid creature.
Yep.
Kneeling in the water.
Humanoid. Sorry, he's not a water elemental.
No, it's not a water elemental at all.
Okay.
Gentle. What would you like to do? I'm going to take out my bow as soon as I see the guy.
Debating whether or not to sneak up behind him and try and slit his throat, or talk to him.
Talking is always a nice option. At least determine whether he's friendly or not.
But if I do that, I lose the element of surprise.
Do you really think you can't kill him?
I know I can.
Yeah, you don't need the element of surprise then.
Fine. So, I'm going to walk.
Stop about here, as long as I'm still within range. I'm assuming Cas follows you.
Yeah, Cascas always follows me. I'm going to get to here.
Yep. So,
And then cough.
yeah, nothing. Doesn't move at all. So, can you please do a knowledge, engineering, geography, history, local, or religion, whichever you would like.
Engineering. 13.
Excellent. The city that is on top of the stalagmite, gentle, is a very tiny diorama of Absalom.
Just gotta do something to eat.
So, from that range, by the way,
Yep.
he's a Gilman.
He's a Gilman.
Yeah. In fact, he looks a lot like
That.
He's quite old as well. Grey hair.
And he it wasn't like, oh, I'm coughing, it was a deliberate to get his attention.
Mhm.
It didn't get his attention. So he's either ignoring me.
He's not just, he's kneeling, you know, very ritualistic pose, by the way.
You obnoxious bird. I'm going to come and stand right behind him. And be like, very loud,
Did you step in the water?
No.
Okay, then nothing.
Can I reach him without stepping in the water?
Yeah.
I really want to put my hand on his shoulder. Is Sam going to like come closer in so he's got my back, or?
He's got your back. He's got 105 foot range.
I
He's
know.
got your back.
Alright. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
As you do, he whirls around really quickly. Really surprised to see you there. Alright, and... So I'm going to need those later. Yep. So... What language does this guy speak? Oh wow, cool. Yep, awesome. Yep. So he's completely shocked. What do you do? Say.
I wasn't being stealthy. How the fuck could he be shocked? Oh, God. Okay. God damn it. I'm like, sorry, what are you doing?
So do a perception check.
What's up?
Do a perception check.
How's the weather? I know what the weather is.
Torrential.
16.
Yep, cool. So, like, oh yeah, whatever it is. Here we go, home. So, apart from scaring him, he's just, he just sort of turns around and is like, just goes back to, he goes on his knees again and continues about his business.
How deep is the water?
Here, he's kneeling in it, so it's about up to here,
Okay.
and he's kneeling, but it gets deeper further down.
So he's in a pool.
Hmm.
So it's not just like, so it's not like a cave pool where it's like you walk into it and it's like a giant puddle that gets deeper.
No,
it's
it's-
an actual hewn out pool.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna look over my back to make sure that Sam does have my back.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna kneel beside this guy.
Yeah. And do nothing?
Just gonna kneel.
Alright, so... He's gonna be like, what are you doing?
I don't know, what are you doing?
Were you looking at him when you said that? Were you facing him? No? Okay. He said, what? He said again, what are you doing?
Kneeling here.
Did you face him when you said that?
No.
No. So he stands up, takes kind of a I'm ready to kill you pose. What are you doing? Get off your knees, you filthy human.
So he's annoyed now.
He seems quite annoyed because you're basically ignoring him.
He was ignoring me. So fuck him.
What are you gonna do?
Do you mind? I'm trying to pray.
Oh, wait. He ignores you.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep, cool. Yep, what was like, what do you want to do now?
He's not going to do anything while I'm kneeling here?
Nothing whatsoever. In fact, he looks slightly amused. He's sort of just like...
Okay, just casually. So, what's happening tonight? Nothing.
Did you look at him when you said that?
See, that ruins the effect of being nonchalant if I look at him.
If you don't look at him, he completely ignores you.
Fine. I'll look at him.
You look at him? He's just completely ignores you. He's just shakes his head in a sort of like dismissive way. It's just like, it's just ignorant fools.
Aridin, hey?
Aridin,
Yeah.
he laughs like a ha!
A bit like you either.
He says the where is it? It's the dead god of humanity.
It's not my
Not
god.
quite.
Not my god anymore. Here. He died and abandoned me and my people.
You're like, why are you here? Tell us. I'm completely ignore Sam as well.
Don't be rude, Sam.
Nothing? He's just, you'd be quiet. He's just... What now?
Like, so... That's a nice carving of Absalom on the stone.
And you're looking at me?
Yeah.
Like this.
Because if I don't, he's not going to ignore me. We've established that.
It's just like, it's not a bad doing.
Oh.
And it won't be here much longer.
So
I
you,
wouldn't worry about it.
you don't mind if I help myself to those trinkets then?
Let's see, so...
So Sam still has his bow trained on this guy, at least.
Yeah, of course. So I'm not trained on, he's just got his bow out. And he's like, it will be irrelevant soon enough, but you might anger the god. You might want to wait until his influence fades completely.
Is it a good god? Not. So. Is it a powerful god?
He's gonna look at you like you're a fool. He's like, why are you in these caves if you don't know which god you? Why are you worshipping a god if you don't know which god you're worshipping?
Well, technically, it's good to shop around.
Like, he's a human god, and you don't know about his temples. Not much of a faith.
Are you talking?
He chuckles at himself.
Are you talking about Aridin?
This is an Aridin temple. Was an Aridin temple, and won't be for much longer.
So you're part of the I Hate Aridin club?
He's not my god. Why would I have any love for him?
But you hate him, right?
Not at all.
It seems like you hate him. From what you're telling me, it seems a bit like, oh man, I hate this Aridin guy. I'm gonna smack. Even though he's dead, I'm still gonna sit here and mock him and wash away his temple or whatever. Because I'm imagining, because you're a gill man and all about water and stuff, and we're kneeling in water, it's gonna involve water.
This is any other god other than ours is just a mockery, really.
Who is your god? You don't know.
I actually don't know. It doesn't say who their god is. Let's go with, I don't know, Desarei. There you go. That works.
Well, then him and Sam have a connection going. So, oh, my friend over here
Yeah.
likes Desarei.
Well, then he's smarter than you, clearly.
I don't know, if Desarei and, Asmodeus were to get into a fight, I'd put my money on Asmodeus.
Well, then you are a fool. And I would ask you to leave the Gilman's sacred cave before you do any damage.
No. I'm gonna step here. Nothing?
He goes back to praying.
I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
Does he actually worship Desarei?
Doesn't say what he worships.
Do you want to look it up? Because it might, I don't know if me picking up these trinkets is going to anger his god, and if it's Cosray, wouldn't it anger Sam as well?
I know what that is, so it's all good.
So you said that was Queen's Day, yeah?
Oh, that's the other cave. There's so much text here. Farm with a craftsman. Tiny trinkets such as ancient coins, polished semi-precious stones, and ornately braided loops of string.
What looks the most expensive?
You can't get up there, it's too high.
Oh.
You can't even see up there. You can only see from way back there was something up there.
Alright, I'm going to put my hands on it then.
Okay.
Just leave there.
He looks amused. You are amusing him, if nothing else.
Well, if he's just fucking with the Temple of Aridin, Desarei doesn't really care. But she does need to find out what the rest of them are doing. So it's just a temple. It's an old temple to Aridin.
Oh my god.
Because that's what the tenets in the walls are about.
So, excuse me.
That's what all the carvings and shit I found were. It's all just old Aridin shit.
Okay.
And now they're all like, yeah, let's worship our god of the water, Leviathan. Who's totally Final Fantasy. Hello? No, it's not Leviathan, that's Final Fantasy. I'm just riffing off a Final Fantasy.
So he's gonna tap in there.
But yeah.
And the Gilman's gonna turn around. He's gonna be like, we've been sent here by the Pathfinder Society to try and investigate what you're doing here. Would you be able to tell us in your own words?
You suck.
Well, you're not fucking helping. Sitting over there mocking him.
Desarei never tells the truth, are you serious?
So, that's 7. You know, like, and what does your society mean to me?
Well, we're actually considering filling this cave in.
Ignores you.
And whether or not we should just come in and butcher all the Gilman here.
Ignores you. And he's gonna be like, we just need for information. If this is a sacred site to you people, we'd like to know. And think that could definitely help. If, you know, to keep people away. Yeah. The Gilman's like, very well, I suppose. This is a sacred site to the Gilman. We come here once a full moon to pray to our gods, or whatever. Take away, he didn't say the whatever, but... He's gonna be like, and is that Aridin that you pray to? So like, don't be ridiculous. That's stupid
Did he just
human
not hear the
dead god.
discussion we had?
He's trying to get information, unlike someone else who's just after gold. He's like, no, of course not. Aridin's power won't influence this cave much longer. Can't you see that the writings are all fading away, with nothing to wash against them to fade it? His power's fading. I'm like, oh, okay. So this used to be an Aridin cave, but you're now taking it?
Duh! I figured this out. He told us this already.
Sam's just like...
Desarei's looking at it to Sam like he's retarded.
Well,
deaf,
he's got some
or both.
information.
The information I've already gotten.
Not out of the Gilman. You're just like, fuck this Gilman, I take my gold. Right.
The Gilman already told me.
Alrighty, and that's... yeah, alright. So he's like, oh, thank you for your time, Mr. Gilman. Ha 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 ha. He goes back to pray.
So what's down these other paths? She's just walking down the
This way and this path that way.
No, she's asking him.
Oh, did she say it in front of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, where am I? He's gonna be like, get in there and find out for yourself.
Alright.
But if you manage to make it back alive, come and see me.
I'm pretty sure I will. We're gonna go down this one.
Which is the So if that's the water, you're going that way. B5. This guy irritates me hugely.
I love how like Sam's getting information. It's all information he already told me.
No, you didn't know that the Gilman were there for a ritual.
Because I'm not retired, right?
You could have just asked. Alright.
I did, and he decided to ignore me.
Well, maybe you didn't hear.
Are the Gilman deaf to everything that's not standing in front of them? Are they deaf? Oh my god, do they have to read your lips?
I don't know.
They're deaf.
Draw a new map. So I'll leave that part of the map because I don't actually need that much room. It'll be good once we come back. Assuming we make it
He's
out
not
alive.
deaf because Sam was standing over there.
Let's see. Okay, go. Okay, we're here.
Sponsor?
There's a sponsor. Right. Alright, so we're in this drooping cave of tight spaces. So this is a very steep incline and it's tight passages and it's not very pleasant at all. Where to?
Oh, so Sam could easily scout it all, right?
Yep, he can scout the side passages if you stay in the main passages.
Okay.
So,
I'll go forward if he scouts everything.
okay. And there's nothing in there. And there's something in there.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Yeah, that's right, initiative.
Do I have to roll initiative?
Only if you want to join in the fight.
The Sam thinks he can take it.
He does. But let's roll your initiative just in case.
Do I roll perception to see if I've seen it?
I got black pencil there.
I don't know.
Probably. You won't see it until you walk one step further. But roll initiative anyway so I can get you on the fight. Negative. Jesus. This is a -5 on initiative.
Oh.
Yep.
21 to Desarei. And Kaz has a 12.
Roll off against Sam, please.
Who? Kaz or me?
Desiree.
17.
You go first. Alright, so you go first. Although, I will get the sprite down at least. Yeah, I think that...
It has no armor.
I can only miss on a natural 1.
Okay.
It has 6 AC.
Oh.
How do you even have 6 AC?
You can be that thing.
Oh, that's because they have no natural armor. So, 5, second attack. Oh, so you can roll a 1. And 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 5 is less than 15 anyway. So, now it's your turn.
Oh. Do you want me to roll perception?
I feel like you would have heard some sort of something. Well, I haven't called out to you. Sure, why not? Broken. You do not see it.
12.
Broken. 2 more broken arrows. Far out.
Alright, then I'm just gonna keep walking.
Oh, good.
Oh.
I'll see if Casper sees it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay, I got this, guys. Alright, so, but when you walk there, you have a G.
Oh, there's another fucking G.
Nope. There. Which I'm going to assume that you see back here.
Yeah, wouldn't I definitely seen that.
And there's also an S, which is here. Alright, so, do a perception.
Are they hiding?
They have abilities.
9.
So you don't even see this.
Cascas has scent.
Oh, Cascas knows they're both there. And Cascas also knows that there's another one here. And he also knows it's there. So, I feel like I've totally got this amoeba. So, but what you can see in front of you is a gelatinous cube.
Which one? The
And,
ID stealer?
hang on. Moreover, it's completely blocking you with its mass. That's the gelatinous cube. Oh, hold on, wait. You didn't see the gelatinous cube.
How can I not see the gelatinous cube?
Because it's transparent and not moving, and you didn't hit your 15 on your perception check.
Well, then I walk into it, I guess.
Take another perception check for me. Right in its face, because really, if you walk into it, it's not good. It's really not good.
Do you want me to use a hero point re-roll?
It's only if you really want to, because if you walk into that, you start suffocating, you get paralysed, and you start becoming digested.
Yeah.
Is that? What the?
Not roll a 1. I've got to roll.
You have to roll a 15 to see it. That's its ability.
I have a +8 to
So
perception.
Yeah, so you need, what? 7?
Yeah, I need a 7.
I will be there soon, okay? Just don't suffocate. So,
What the fuck?
you now cannot breathe. I will look up the stats for it's paralysed because you can never resist it. That's right.
Is it coloured or is it just completely see-through?
That's why it has the ability. It's called transparent. Alright, so anything that walks into it, it instantly engulfs. So you don't get a reflex save against the engulf because you walked into it. But the paralysis, do a fortitude save for me, please.
Let you roll a 1.
Apparently you can't roll above 6.
Holy fucking shit. 23.
Oh, that's it, you made it. You made it. So you are not paralysed. But you would have been paralysed for 3d6 rounds.
So I can stick it with my sword from inside.
Hold on. Pretty sure it's immune to... Oh, it's immune to electricity. So yes, you can stick it with your sword from inside. Hold on. We're still in combat, so...
Yeah, it was my turn. That wasn't a full...
Oh,
that wasn't a double movement. That was a single movement.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you can still attack, yeah. It even says, fail to notice gelatinous cube and walking into it is automatically engulfed.
Just sort of a crit. That is 26.
Hold on. Alright, so normally you would get a save to not be engulfed, unless you walk directly into it.
Look, I didn't fucking see it.
So it's like an AC of 4, so 1 misses, that's it. So you hit it, definitely.
This plus
You're like, fuck this shit. What's going on?
12.
Let me see. You've done 12 damage, good. Alright, so that was Desarei. Now it's Sam's turn again, so he's going to finish this thing off. Your light has...
30 foot.
Yeah, so... No, I'm just seeing if I can see it beyond this after I kill it. I can't see the gelatinous cube either. I see you like...
But he'd surely come to like...
No, he's got the range to hit it from there, is what I'm saying. But he hasn't seen
he has to
you're in
move
trouble.
closer.
Yeah. Alright, so so I'm so sure I'm going to kill this thing this turn. 5 foot. Hit. Oh yeah, I only had 3 health left, so yeah, it's dead. Dead on me bar. I should use that for the gelatinous cube to see through. So that was his, so that's all he can do, because he's just moved and shot. So, here he took his perception check and try and see it. He has no idea that you need help, so apologies. Kaz.
Kaz is gonna bite it.
Go for it. No, you're right, go for it. Was it going to electrocute it? Oh. He could electrocute you, I suppose.
Yeah. That's my reason. So, he's not gonna electrocute it because I know it's immune.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to shock me.
Yep. All good.
He's learned not to shock me. Bite +4.
I think you had a miss on a 1.
14.
Yeah, it's only a 6 AC. It's extremely hard to not hit this thing.
It's a D4.
Like, you legitimately have to be trying not to hit this thing.
3.
Right, so it takes 3 damage. But now, since you hit it in the lead, do a reflex, please.
Cascos.
Yep.
That's Desarei. That's not Cascos. Yes, plus 5. 23.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He does not get sucked into the, and he does not get engulfed. So let's see, we have, there's amoeba, so that's gone, so let's change it to the Latmus cube, which also has -5. 7, so 2. Jesus. And what is that giant thing there? That's what that is. Yeah, I can see where it is. It's the amoeba's turn now. So it doesn't actually do anything, I don't think. Oh, it has a slam. It's going to slam Cascade while it's digesting you. Awesome. That's really, really cool, actually. It's just, I leave you in there. So, slam with +2. 15.
No.
Oh, no. Alright, all good. So it's Desiree's turn.
Do I need to make a fortitude save? Or can I just attack?
Yeah, you can just attack. You don't need fortitude.
Alright, 4 attack.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you do actually. You're right, for the paralysis, you're right.
I'm saying.
I feel that's not enough. I feel like that's definitely...
Can I use a hero point?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Like, you can use hero point to re-roll, not to pass.
Yep. 17.
Not enough. Alright, so you are paralyzed for... This is why you should save hero points for hero. Let's roll an extra. 1, 2, 3. 8 rounds you're paralyzed for. It's okay. Sam's coming. He doesn't have to go anywhere near that thing to hurt it. Alright, so now it's Sam's turn. So we can like... So, what the fuck are you doing in the air, hovering like that? He's going to take a close look and not see the gelatinous cube because it's not moving.
Does he see the things behind?
So...
Does he see the things behind?
He
Why
doesn't.
not? They're illuminated, unless they're
Because
invisible.
it's not a monster.
Oh.
It is... Okay, it's a carpet of slime mold. It's not moving.
Oh, okay.
So, I will say that when I see Kaz attack it, who will assume he made his perception check. He sees it. So now it's Kaz.
Kaz can smell it.
Yeah, true. So yep, have Kaz attack. Please don't have Kaz sucked into it.
He's +4. 16.
Yep.
D4. 2.
Now reflex.
19.
Yeah, you're fine. You didn't get sucked in. Okay. Now I'll say that he sees it. So you're paralyzed. Because I keep track of these 7 million turns. So you please make a fortitude save for me. How good a gelatinous cube, by the way.
22.
Yep, you pass it. Alright, Sam. You can now see the slime mold, so it's going to go... So the gelatinous cube. Oh, it definitely hits. So he's going to do 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 10, 11, 12 damage to it. So that's 29 damage. It's the amoeba. It's Kaz's turn. Yeah, Kaz's turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna bite it.
Oh, I forgot to give the amoeba. Hold on, real quick. Didn't hit. Yeah, that didn't hit. Didn't hit Kaz.
19.
Remember, it's got 6 AC, so you're all good.
4 damage.
So 33. Reflex.
17.
Yeah, you're fine. So that was Kaz. So it's the amoeba's turn. Amoeba attacks Kaz. Misses greatly. And Desarei, fortitude for me.
19.
You fail. So you are now. So assuming how many turns you got left in your paralysis?
6.
6. So that's 3, 4, 5. So it's just it doesn't get any worse. Is the
Okay.
yeah. Right. So Sam again shooting arrows into the cube. So hits 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10 damage. Basically, unless we break you out, you cannot break out of this because you have to take a. That's the problem with it because you take a 40% every turn. That's the fuck part. All right. So it goes to Cascade.
He's gonna bite it.
He hits.
Natural can only crit on a
On
20,
20.
right?
Yeah.
Sucks. Great.
3 damage. So 46. Reflex save, please. I'm really going to see you and Kaz in there. Ah.
15.
And the amoeba attempts to slam Kaz. Misses. What did you save?
Me?
Yep.
18.
No, you fail. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. Now you get another 9 turns on your stun.
Wait, do I add the 9 to this?
No, you just take
5?
the worst result basically.
So I
So
just
it's now 9.
move 9.
Yeah, because that would be insane. That's it. Anyway, so yep, hit. Do 9 damage. I killed it. So I shot 7 arrows. So I'll roll in a second. So it just goes and melts onto the ground with you just breaking out, but you're still paralyzed for 9 turns. So, but at least it's not going to continue. So, real quick. Here's that one again. So, broken. Broken. Not broken. So 1 not broken. 2 not broken. 3 not broken. I'm losing arrows fast. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. You're like, you're alright. You're like. That was really amusing. I love it. Yeah, it's a good idea actually, because it is a.
Because I was like, sure, that should be something big that you can see, right?
Okay. So
I'm trying to shoot through and hit the gelatinous slime instead.
Alright, so since I only shot once, I'll choose that as my movement. Then, just doing real quick rounds. Kaz is going to do anything?
He can smell those, yeah?
He knows that.
He's probably going to... I don't know what that water element is, but Kaz knows this is dangerous.
He knows it's something. He doesn't know that it's dangerous.
He's going to shock it.
You're going to shock it? Okay.
Especially since I'm paralyzed. Does it have, can it do a reflex save?
Hmm?
Can it do a reflex save?
Yes.
Okay. Takes 3 damage.
3 damage on yield.
It's electrical, I don't know if you mean to it.
Mold. No, it's not.
Oh, also, he has electrical sense, so anything electric-y within 100 feet of him, he knows is there.
That's awesome.
He can sense.
So cool. So I'm going to go with. Nope, I didn't see him tap that. Oh wait, what's my perception? I got a 10. Yes, I see him set. Alright, so I see him attack that. I'm assuming you're paralyzed because you are not limp. You are like a statue. You know how
Would I be slimy?
disgustingly so. In all of it. You just bathed in a slime mold, basically.
Yuck.
I'm surprised you don't take acid damage when you're in there, actually. I thought you would. You take acid damage every time you're in there. But
Maybe it's not actually made of acid.
it is, because it does acid damage on its attack.
I don't know.
I don't know, I'll look it up in detail later, because I think you might. I just missed it, but no way. So that was Kaz, so now it's the, not the amoeba, but now the slime mold can attack Kaz. So the slime mold will swing with a slam. Nope, misses. Nothing can hit Kazkaz apparently. He's
He only has
invincible.
16 AC.
I know, that's something that's just... Okay, so that was now Desarei. Take a turn off your counter.
Hey.
Now Sam. Attack. What's its AC? Oh, yeah, crap. 5... 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. What you hit him for 3 before, didn't you?
Yeah.
9, 10, 11. Kazkaz.
Give me a DC save. On the cave mold.
8.
No. He takes 1 damage.
The amoeba slams him. Sorry, not the amoeba. Oh, it hits.
It hits.
Gets a 22. So it does 1d6 plus 4 damage. So take 5 damage on Kazkaz. And take a fortitude save from me, please.
So that's 5.
Oh.
16.
Exactly what you did. Good job. Yeah. Alright. So that was the amoeba. Now it's... So take a turn off your counter. So, Sam. Die, foul creature. So he hits with both and does 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. 25 damage, as if he's so paralyzed for the whole game. It's Kazkaz's turn.
Reflex save.
That's a percentage. Sorry.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
Sorry, but it's so good.
I have an 8 in perception.
Apparently not. Apparently you walk around like this.
Ridiculous. She can't see fucking everything. It's not even the first perception check she's failed.
Oh god, that was great.
I wish it was just like, oh yeah, she's seen everything. No, she's seen fucking nothing today. 8.
8 damage, right? Oh, yes. Oh god, I'm pretty sure it's dead. Holy crap. I haven't been keeping track of itself. It's really dead. Yep, all good. So it's dead, and now the A3.
And he's growling at whatever the hell is up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we go for -5 is 9. So that was who? Kazkaz?
Yep.
Perfect. Just it's actually his turn now. So yep, we get HP and then his HP and his reach. I'm sure it's a 10-foot reach. Slam. No 10-foot reach, so I'm going to assume. So 5, 10. Swing at Kazkaz with his slam of +3. Oh my god! This Kazkaz is tanky as hell. Desarei, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Turn with my paralyzed counter.
Sam's like, oh my god, these things never end. Hit. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Oh, it's dead. Nope, not yet. So, Kazkaz.
Gonna shock it. Reflex save. 2 damage.
2 takes it to 13. Desarei, take a counter off. Oh no, the amoeba gets to attack. It'll attack Kazkaz. No, it won't. Sam hits, and kills it. That's a dead amoeba. Giant amoeba. Well, cave settings.
Banded.
So much for 11 hours. Alright. So, now that we're out of combat, I think we can officially skip to your unparalysis.
So I was like, motherfucker, what the fuck?
So when you wake up, I'm just going to be like, poking you.
I'm gonna
with my
smack
bow.
you.
Like,
I'm pissed.
But you alright?
Do I fucking look alright?
You look sticky.
I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna have a bath, I'm gonna do this fucking thing and put up with a fucking slip and a fucking plant and a fucking invisible gel shit things.
Calm down. I'm like, alright, calm down. You survived, didn't you? Thanks to someone, I might add. let's continue on, shall we?
I don't know, she did a fair bit of damage to it.
Who Kaz?
No, Desarei.
Oh, she did 15 in one swing, but then she got paralysed.
Still 15.
She would have ripped it apart if she didn't get paralysed, but... Okay, it's going to be like, do you want to continue on, or would you like a moment to calm yourself down? Are you okay to continue?
Wow, you keep giving me that sass, and I'm going to put you down a hole you can't get out of.
Let's just move on.
Alright, she's moving Kaz ahead so that he can growl when he smells enemies.
Well, he's growling now.
Oh, God. What is that? Is that... No, sorry, I don't mean the enemy, I mean this.
Oh, that's a big hole. So you either go left or you go right.
Okay.
So in the left corridor, Kaz is like... Or... what if fucking lizards do, I don't know.
They hiss.
Okay, he's hissing down the left corridor.
Down the corridor he's in?
No, left.
Oh, here.
Yep, left.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, is he going to the right, has he?
Yeah, yeah.
If he's going to the right, how is he going to get into the left corridor to, like, hiss?
That's why I'm like, is it a hole, or is it...
Yeah, it's a hole.
A wall?
Yeah. So it's a
then
hole...
he can still smell it.
He can, but how's he going to let you know this, though?
He's hissing at it.
Hissing through the wall.
Yeah, you said it was a hole, not a wall.
No, sorry. This is a big cave wall that goes up.
Oh.
So, sorry. Yes.
We'll assume that I'm following Kaz and we're not splitting up.
Yeah, I'm not splitting up, no way. Although, everything in here's been kind of a joke to Sam.
So he would have smelled it from here, and he would have been hissing at it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, good.
And I still have my sunrod because it lasts for 6 hours.
So, the Amiibos do not have any stealth ability, so you can see she's fine.
Alright. Shut up, I'm gonna hold my down.
Great.
Shoot it. Shoot. Green. Yeah, Sam. Shoot it.
Alright, okay. 1, 2, both hits. 1.
What does it see us?
God.
To like roll initiative and shit?
That's 8 damage. Well, that was a surprise round regardless. And if I'd have rolled above a 1 twice in a row, I could have killed it. I just harmed itself. Okay. So it gets 1 initiative, so it goes last. So you go next. Bring your dagger at it.
Then I have to like drop a sword, pull my dagger out.
Otherwise you have to run past. Oh, you can take it in your frustration mode.
I'm gonna go with fucking.
So you know what an amoeba looks like, right?
Yep.
It's a giant one.
I'm gonna swing at it.
Oh god, I'm gonna be amused by that for weeks. That's great.
The acid cube.
24.
Yep, you hit easy. Easily.
There's my 7. 13.
Oh yeah, it's dead. You managed to clean in half, and
It's a rapier.
its insides just go.
It's a rapier?
Oh, so you poked it. Alright, so you poke it, and all of its insides go all over you.
Fuck you.
Very nice. You're just like, fuck! I'll take a step back from the ooze.
I call Kaz ahead.
Yep, all good. He's like, I'll scout this way.
Whatever.
You guys around, there's nothing around there, and you guys meet at the other side, and you can go to the next map.
Alright.
That was fun.
That was frustrating as all hell.
So, the light of the surface world above provides a new welcome from the reprieve of the blue and green fungus of the caverns below. The light illuminates a stream whose water is very, very fast because it is still pissing down outside, leaving it the rain music again. Alright, so that's where we are. And we come out here.